Hi guys, this is Anne Testimonia. So today is the final day. We're currently on our way to the hospital. It is, I believe, 9 a.m. or almost 9 a.m. I have to check in at 9:30, so we'll see how it goes. I'm a little bit nervous, but at the same time I'm excited and scared, and I have all the nerves coming up too. But anyways, after carrying this for so many years, I still can't wait to get rid of it, so I'm so excited. So I just checked in. I had to do a registration, and then after that they had to like take my urine sample, my weight and everything. Walked into the ward and everything, changed, finally got my hat ready. I'm waiting now for the anesthesiologist. Heart rate taken, blood pressure taken, heart monitoring placed on me, compression socks placed on me as well. So it's real, it's happening, it's going down. Yeah. Blood pressure check, a little bit high, but it's all right. I'm nervous.
And who's your surgeon?
Oh, Dr. McRae, Julia McRae.
Okay. When did you last eat and drink?
10 p.m., 9 p.m. around there.
Okay. 10 p.m. Are you having any pain right now? Has anything changed with your health history?
No.
And you emptied your bladder last downstairs?
Yeah, and then I realized that I started to do it too.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi guys. Just finally left the hospital. So much pain, so much dizziness. So, I'm having a ride back. We'll see how the ride is smooth, because it has to be smooth. The grips are going to be hurting throughout the ride. Hopefully the driver is that good. I was given some Tylenol with codeine. I was given apparently some really good anesthetics because I was so dizzy in the end. It was ridiculous, but hey, I'll take anything just to remove years of back pain and correct my posture and stop all the sweating and rash around my boob area. So I guess it's totally worth it. Hi guys, this is Anne Testimonia. Welcome to my channel again. This is post-op day 1. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that I am post-op. I started this channel when I was pre-op. I did, how many videos? I believe 4 videos, and now I am post-op. Oh wow, please go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Don't forget to click on the bell button close to the subscribe button so that you get notifications each time that I post a video. Without further ado, let's jump right in. So today's video is going to be about my post-op experience, and actually a story of the actual day. I made short clips while I was at the hospital when I could, because I wasn't able to film everything since there were certain areas where I didn't have my phone or I didn't have my family member and I wasn't allowed to film. So it's a mess, but guess what? We are all gonna talk about it in this video. Okay, so today's post up before the actual story. I woke up today at 11 a.m. Oh man, I've been sleeping since yesterday. I was fully energized. So hey, this is me. When I woke up, the first thing I did was I took my ibuprofen 800. I'm really trying to stay away from the narcotics and all that. So I took my ibuprofen on a scheduled basis just so I don't get to that point where I'm in serious, severe pain. So as from 7 upwards, where I actually need, the real pain med to kick in. So I definitely don't want that. The maximum you're supposed to take, anyways, for me was 3. So which I just did. And they should last me till the evening, when then I'm just gonna take, one of my Tylenol with codeine. I'm just gonna take once at night before going to bed, and that should be enough for me. So that's my plan. So once I did that, I walked around my house, I fed my dog, I cleaned the house a little bit from this organization from last night, because when I came, I just put stuff anywhere. So I woke up this morning, I did put some stuff away, and then I drank some tea and I relaxed a little bit, and then here I am. I'm filming with you guys. So I just wanted to show you guys my surgical bra and my new bra size. Right now I'm excited. I remember when I first saw them, that was when I was about to check out for the first time in the hospital, and I had to use the bathroom real bad. So when I went into the bathroom to pee, once I stood up, I was like, oh my god, my boobs are gone. They're so pretty, mommy. I started screaming. I started crying, and I was all emotional. But I was dizzy. I didn't even see it clearly. It was this morning when I saw it clearly, and I realized it really like sank into my head that fit up. Like right now, I can just zip it up with no problem. There is so much space, guys. So much space in this area. Yeah. Guess what too? I could see my belly button for the first time without a strain. Before, I had to lift the boobs up to see my belly button. Now I can see it with no strain. And guess what again too? I can see my vagina without lifting my boobs up. Vagina without lifting my boobs up. Oh my god. Hallelujah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. The things that you take for granted, I'm telling you, it is ridiculous. I was so hard to take a shower 24 hours after my surgery, and I did that, which made me change my gauze. It made me change my gauze. Anyways, okay, back to story time. So when we checked into the hospital to take my weight, and after they took my weight, they told me they needed a urine sample, that I had to pee. This is something they didn't tell me ahead of time. So in the morning, I think I peed like 3 times before getting to the hospital because of my nerves. So once I peed, I realized that my period started, guys. I don't even know where to begin with. I was like, oh my god, not on this day, not on this, like, of all days, it had to be this day. Like, why? So I told the nurse, I was just praying that, bleeding will not stop my surgery, or, push it further down. I was in the hospital with my mom, my sister, and a loved one, and so they were there to support me, and I really appreciate and value them for all that they did for me, because I couldn't have done it without them. Once all of that was done, I was taken out to the surgical room. Once I walked into the surgical room, oh my goodness, it's such a big room, and it's like my surgery, I checked in at 9:30. So they were all just standing in line. As soon as you open the door, they're just standing in line. I was so intimidated. I'm like, all these people for me? And at one point I backed up a little bit, and I was like, oh no, 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 no. Then before one of the nurses came to me and she's like, no, no, it's all right. It's all right. Just come this way. And then she took me to a room. They made me sit on the bed, and then that's when they got my family history, my own medical history, and everything was a little bit fine then. They took my blood pressure, they took, my heart rate, they put me on an ECG and everything, the whole good story. And then it came time for my anesthesiologist. I put in an IV into my hand. Another story right there. It took them over 30 minutes to figure out what vein to use because they couldn't find a vein. Guys, they tapped here, they tapped here, they hit it, they punched it a little bit. They did all sorts of things just to get one vein for 30 minutes. Two people looking for a vein just so they can find a vein, because apparently even if they see a vein, it doesn't mean that they can use the vein. The vein has to pop out. See, I didn't even know that. The vein has to pop out before they can use it. I was like, oh, I did not know. I just thought, when you look at your vein, you see a vein, you're like, oh, this is a vein right here. And they just put it in. No, 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 no. The vein, they have to hold it and then let the vein pop out, and then they insert the needle. So when they finally found one, they found one right close to this end right here. So this is where my IV was. So they put in the IV. It hurt real bad too. I think they found a very little vein. Like, they really struggled. So they found like a very tiny vein. So they had to put in that, IV line that way. So it hurt for about like 20 minutes or so, and then I guess I got used to the pain, or it stopped. I really don't even know, and I don't care, but it stopped. And once they were done with that, the anesthesiologist came in, and then he gave me something to calm down my nerves. Once he gave me something to calm down my nerves, I was like, I think I was calm then. And then they now inserted my nerve block. The nerve block was for them to numb my breast area. And so when they numbed this area, what they did was they were looking for my ribs. So they used like an ultrasound to find my rib, and then they put it between the third and the fourth rib. They inserted, see, this pen is not even long. The needle was like this. They inserted the entire needle into my body from top to bottom. I am not joking. Yeah, so I guess I really needed to be calm, because I would have freaked out. I love needles, but not that kind of needle. So they inserted the needle. Once they put the needle in, it hurt, but they inserted the needle and then they pushed in the fluids. And that's when I think I started dozing off. And then my doctor came in. They sent my family members out by then, so I never really had anyone to film me for all of this. That's why I'm talking about it. My doctor came in. I don't even remember what we talked about, because I don't even know. But anyways, she drew on me, everything that she had to do for the whole surgery. She drew it on me. And then I just remember like shaking, like shivering so bad. I was so cold. I was, shivering so bad. They gave me like warm blankets, like 3 of them. Going to the OR, I was still shaking. While at the OR, they gave me like, I think 5 blankets just to calm me down, because I was really, really shaking. But now that I think about it, I think like the hypothermia was also because I was nervous. I want to say so. But anyways, once they put me on the OR bed, they stretched my hand, and then that's when now they put my anesthesia through my IV line. In the beginning it started to hurt, and then after that I just don't remember anything after that. Like, they didn't even talk to me like, oh, can you count down from 100 to 1. Like, no, they didn't even ask me like, oh, so what did you eat for breakfast? No. They just put it in and I was gone. That's it. So I finally woke up in the surgical recovery room. When I woke up, I just remember being in so much pain and I was drooling and I was crying. I was like, I want my mommy. Like, I started calling my mother. Yeah, I was like, I want my mommy. I think they brought my mom like hours later. I was with a nurse. She was not nice. It's like she I don't think she understood how much pain I was in, or because I was really crying and she didn't even like clean my tears to say, oh girl, it's all right, everything is okay. No, she didn't say any of that. But then once she left, I had another nurse. Oh my goodness, this nurse was so good. Like, I would give her a certificate because she's a real good nurse. She came in, she wiped my tears. She's like, I'm gonna get your mom for you. So she went and got my mom and my loved one. They came in and they were with me throughout. They were trying to keep me awake, but then I just kept falling asleep. They're like, you know, you need to be awake. It's time for you to get up. It's 3 hours after your surgery. You need to get up. And I'm like, who is this? Who is this talking so much in my ear? Leave me alone. After 3 hours, they woke me up. I was just too dizzy and I was drooling too. They left me again to sleep for another 2 hours. They tried waking me up then, but it wouldn't work. Only my family members came in. When they came in, then I started talking and then slowly I regained consciousness. So they're like, okay, why don't you be discharged? I left there now, went to the registration room where I was to be discharged, and it was time for me to stand and I really needed to use the bathroom. Then that's when I saw my boobs for the first time. But I was so weak that I kept leaning on the nurse and I kept falling, that they just thought it wasn't good enough for me to be discharged, so they left me. The first time that I woke up with so much back pain, shoulder pain, and chest pain that I asked my loved one to like rub my chest for me. And then I asked for my mom to hit my back because that's something that I'm so used to. Like, you know, when I wake up, the first thing my mom always hits my back. My mom had to like hit it real bad, like bop, 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 like, you know. And then my chest would, you know, they had to like massage my chest. They rubbed my shoulder and I was feeling fine. Then I slept again. Finally left the hospital at 8 p.m. and it was so excruciating. It was so excruciating. My mom kept asking me, she's like, are you still gonna do this video? I said yes. She's like, you really need to tell people what they undergo for this surgery. I'm like, yeah, people really need to know this because it's ridiculous. It's so much pain. But if you can go through this pain for 1 day, just so you have a good life for 40 more years, please go ahead and do it. It's not worth the lifetime of pain you will go through if you don't have this surgery. It's not worth it. So please go ahead and have your surgery. Why are you keeping all those boobs? What for? What for? The men are still gonna come regardless. If you're young, if you're old, you've already had the experience, so why are you still keeping it? If it's I'm not saying a person with big boobs should go and have it reduced, no. But if it is a problem for you, please go ahead. Do not think about this. You will not regret this. It is absolutely 100% worth it. Worth it. So again, I just wanted to show you guys my my bra and my gauzes as they are. And I was given this in the hospital, and I was also given like some more gauze. So the gauze, I was given some more gauze, so I'm gonna be changing this for at least 3 days, and then I'm gonna see my doctor again. We'll see, you know, how my wounds are healing and the scarring, and then that's when I'm gonna start using my Neosporin and my oils, you know, that I've blended together, and we'll see how they work. Another thing that happened to me was hallucinations. Like, I thought I saw my sister with 3 heads at one point. I kept staring at her. I'm like, and then I looked at my hand. I'm like, but I see 5 fingers in my hand. And I was eating too at that point. So I was like, but I see my food clearly. But then when I look at her, she has 3 heads. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? So I think it's this, the after effect from the pain meds, because the surgeon came in to talk to my mom after the surgery was done, and she said I did beautifully. They took out 5 pounds from my body totally, from the breast. They took out 5 pounds, guys. And she said that it was very dense, that my breasts were dense. That's why, they were too heavy for me, and that's why I had all the stretch marks. And then also because my blood pressure kept increasing while in the OR, it indirectly signified that I was in so much pain, despite the fact that they gave me general anesthesia and local anesthesia. So I was still in pain. So they went ahead and gave me some more pain meds while they were giving me surgery, because my blood pressure kept increasing. So once they did that coupled with the anesthesia, it just knocked me out. So that's why I was, hallucinating. That's why I woke up, I was just drooling from the anesthesia. I was just drooling, and my words were coming out so slurred, and I was so tired and sleepy. The apnea was just another level. Like, even when I was being discharged, the thing was still beeping like apnea. But I really wanted to go home. I wanted to be in my bed, and I wanted to be in my house. I really didn't want to be in the hospital. So I had to like pull it together to get back home. Yeah, so I think that's enough for today. But all of this happened on that surgical day. I am absolutely loving my breast. I'm absolutely loving the process. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you do learn from this. I hope this video is, inspirational for those who are planning on going ahead with this surgery. And it's also something for people to learn as well, so that they help their neighbor or their friend or relative that's going through the same process. At least that's my intention. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you again for everything, and I'll talk to you soon.